All right, so I have a fat friend who doesn't like sweets, which to me I didn't know that's even possible. I didn't, you'd think, because I eat a lot. I love snacks. I love sugar. I love sweet. I love it all. I love salt. But to get to that desired obese weight, you'd have to, like, in my opinion, well, I guess if I'm eating French fries every day and pizza, like a meal that consists of French fries, pizza, what else is there? Mozzarella sticks. You could be that disgusting that you want pizza and other deep fried cheese. But still, in my mind, to get to the desired obese weight, you have to have interest in it all. That's the only thing that makes sense. So he told me he doesn't like sweets. And that's for me to comprehend that. If I was talking to a pedophile and he says, I don't like kids, I'm like, but you're not really a pedophile. But he's still like doing shit with kids. Right? He's a pedophile there. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. But, still, if I'm going to go all in becoming obese, like a cheat day for me, when I have them on Sundays, and I think about them starting on Thursday. I'm thinking about, where am I going to go get food? Am I going to get Mexican, and then I'm going to get the chips with the different dips, the quesos, the guacamole. Like, my mind's going, like, I'm on Instagram, inspiring my cheat day, going, my Instagram, the search feature is just the most exotic food for the fat-minded. It's not exotic food like plantains with acai bowls, which is not pretty exotic. But what I mean. It's like this crazy, a burger with French fries and tater tots and bacon and pea meal bacon, Canadian bacon for you fucking ignorance, and then it has hot, hard bodied dudes and some chicks. If you don't know, I'm into guys. But yeah, that's what my Instagram search feature is, and I love to share the food. I don't want to share pictures of the guys I like, because then I think it would drive away the traffic I'm trying to create. I'm not trying to create a fan base of gay dudes into hard body jocks like me, age 21 to 32. If you have a big package, I'll go to 35. But so I'm trying to generate a fan base of, fat-minded slobs. Like, in my mind, you can't have this disgusting view of food, and I mean that in like a good way. Like, you can't look at food and be such a pig about food and then have a moral superiority about comedy. So I think, and that's why I think America is so racist, because of, it's the diet. It's the American diet that makes Americans racist. All that fructose corn syrup, the seed oils, anything that makes your body inflamed. Because when I have a cheat day, I have a hernia, and it is the most painful at night after I've eaten 4,000 calories of carcinogens. And that hernia, I can feel it. It's just, so and I also have like sore shoulders and a neck problem. So when I'm eating the worst, I'm the most inflamed, which means my mind's inflamed, everything's inflamed, I'm in pain. You just see people who might have, I love joking about race. I don't have any good jokes on race, but if I'm like in the joking manner of race, like there was an Indian guy in a roast battle, and I commented on my friend's page who he was roasting. I'm like, yo, why is this guy doing a racist accent, right? Like, that's how I am. Like, ha ha ha. But if I was inflamed and I'm like, yo, we got to do something about that guy's racist. We got to do something about that guy's accent. I wish I did that cleanly, but, we're not going to do fucking editing here, because this is going to get 40 views. If we're that lucky. So that is the thing on stage. Sometimes I'm up there and I'm like, yo, I don't give a fuck what I talk about. There are people in the audience who are just regular 9 to 5ers that have bigger Instagram followings than me. They have bigger Instagram followings than me. So I'm like, I have nothing to lose. I have nothing to lose. I might as well just call fucking trans chicks with dicks. You're not gonna take anything away from me. I wouldn't do that. But I'm saying, like, in my mind, I'm like, yo, this random hot bitch in the third row guaranteed has more followers than me. So that's just my thoughts about that. But yeah, the American diet definitely leads to racism. And yes, I can't explain why they were so racist back then. But I definitely think now the reasoning is that most people who are racist are probably inflamed, and they're not getting good food in them, so they're just angry. And when you're angry, you get you say the wrong thing. Not me. I always say the right thing, but my mind's thinking it on a Sunday night. My mind's thinking it. So, yeah, we took a long time off from recording these podcasts because I'm doing this in the dark with a couple fucking candles and a spotlight from the phone. So when I look into the camera and I record this podcast, this style of podcast, I'm like, yo, if I ever had like crazy ideas, which I do, but I don't act on them. But if I did have those crazy ideas, I'm a lateral move in this situation from getting on a 3-letter government agency list, from just ranting on these crazy ideas. They're like, yo, you gotta see what JJ's fucking talking about on his YouTube page. All of a sudden I get the knock. I didn't want to knock on the table because my dogs are here, and then the fucking bark, and then it gets ruined. This 10 minutes of whatever this is, the return of Tales from a Degenerate, Tales from a Degen, the return gets ruined because I knock on the table and my dogs start barking, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, and I can't yell at them because I have neighbors. So I just I have to have a spray bottle, but yeah. So, but we're going to do a shorter version of this shit, and then we'll get guests. But I like it. I like this David Koresh setup. It's great. I put a candle, a fucking mirror, and it's self-shot, self-edited. So you might not even see this because I'm holding it up by a glass. I'm holding my phone up by a glass. This is guerrilla-style podcasting. Because if nobody's going to watch it, then might as well fucking not put so much production value. But maybe that is what makes people watch it. They're like, yo, this fucking crazy production value, which is not on purpose. It looks cool. So that's how we're going to do it. And that's basically it. Most of it's going to just be ideas that I try to take on stage. Although I do want to interview and talk to people who are not... I don't want to talk to more comics, for fuck's sakes, unless they're hiding a secret that can get them thrown in jail or, ruin family relationships, something like that. That's the only time I will talk to comics. If they have some dirt, if a comic's willing to break up with their partner on this podcast, then you will get interviewed. Tell that fucking bitch you don't love her. Take the kids, you hate the kids too, they're ruining your fucking life. That's when I would interview a comic. Other than that, I want poker players, and not even the interesting. Like I had the idea of like doing porn stars too, but then then if I have porn stars, nobody's gonna want to work with me. It's gonna be this guy just talking his whole. And I do like porn stars, but I think after a while you got to find a porn star who is doing something else, right? Porn star who's trying to like leverage their pussy into buying property. Now that's someone I want to hear to. You talk to this porn star and they're like, I'm actually doing this to build this empire, build this real estate empire. Like, yo, what a smart hoe. Like that is, professionally speaking. But so we'll see what happens. Could do another 5 of these and just never want to do it again. But the idea of like, hey, if I got to write today, so I might as well just do this. And then we'll post it on Tuesday. Tuesday's a great day. Tuesday fucking sucks. Monday's better than Tuesday. People I hate going, no, because you look at Monday, you're like, oh, I got to get shit done. But Tuesday's like, oh, just get me to hump day. So we're almost there on the weekend, but Monday sucks too if you work in a place where I used to work in this office and I hated the job. I used to sell Google AdWords for companies and I had to make 400 calls a day. And oh my god, by the way, I'm gonna be fucking pissed if the volume's not working on this. So I had to make 400 calls a day. And I would go into the office, and the first thing I would see, 9 a.m. On a Monday, I hated it. And the receptionist, and they would like dock you pay if you showed up late, and the receptionist would be there. Hey, how are you? And I'm like, you fucking cunt. I hate this place. And I had to smile like, oh, how's it going? How's your weekend? And as I just heard her voice like tailor off and I'm already gone. She didn't even finish weekend. I just heard, how's your week? And I'm in the other room and I would eat by my desk. I would go get like a bagel with egg. This is when I used to be able to eat bagels every day when you're in your 20s and you can eat fucking bagels unless you're fat like my other friend. That's probably what he does every day too. He just eats bagels. But I would just eat bagels and just be mad at the fucking desk waiting for and then this is how much I hated work. I would make fake calls just to get to my 400 because they had a dialer on you so they knew when you're on the phone and the phone time I would just call my friends and then my bosses would look over and then I'd be on a phone conversation with my friend, tell him how much I hate work, and then my boss Arnold would walk over and I'm like, yeah, so we are trying to target real estate in your area, real estate agents in your area, that kind of shit. I mean, Jesus Christ. And now I look back at that, I'm like, dude, if I was gonna do sales, I might as well do like, if you can sell someone for $20, you can sell for 100,000. People, when you're selling them $20 shit, are the cheapest motherfuckers in the world. So you might as well just sell the guys and try and get like one sale a month at $100K and make 10% commission instead of that. Anyway, so this is how it's gonna be. But it is fun. I enjoy this because now I can watch this back and write my ideas and hopefully get new bits. So even if people don't watch this, I'm doing fucking work. I'm doing creative art in my mind. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Go fuck yourselves. Let's fucking go.